Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
Hey, what's going on, folks? My name's Gray. This is Consoletronix, where we put the pedal to the metal and satiate our need for speed with a 2002 European exclusive PS2 racer based upon the quintessential 80s TV show Knight Rider. Now, this wasn't the first time KITT and his crime-fighting pals would enter the high-speed video game arena, with titles popping up on the Commodore 64 and the 8-bit Nintendo NES, and also a Japanese exclusive PC Engine game which would leave all other versions in its 16-bit dust. But with the dawn of a new century upon us, a wave of nostalgia would grip 20-somethings the world over who, now with money on our hips and nostalgia in our hearts, would defy all logic and common sense and spend that hard-earned cash on reliving childhoods and reacquiring all the old toys and comics and related media our mothers binned in our youth. And of course, it wasn't long before the corporations tried to cash in on this retro craze. Enter Davilex. And no, I've never heard of them either. But this Dutch studio, which seemed to specialise in low-budget racing games and are also responsible for the utter pig swill that was the Miami Vice game that was shat upon PS2 and Xbox in 2004. And weirdly enough, like Knight Rider, and the PS2 He-Man game, now that I think about it, was also European exclusive. But enough dancing around the issue. Is Knight Rider on the PS2 any cop? Well, it's basically Driver on the PS1. It's even running off a CD for flip's sake. Complete a crappy training course, then on to the missions, as you, in your role of the housewife's favourite, David Hubba Hasselhoff, take control of Knight Industries 2000, aka KITT, the artificially intelligent supercar, and let's be honest, the real star of the show, in a number of driving challenges between beating your opponent or the clock, to boss battles against trucks and KITT's evil twin car, as the inconsequential story plays out in the background. Now, I knew this was a cheap as chips low budget affair going into it, but I picked up a copy regardless, simply for the novelty of it. And if I'm honest, the novelty is enough to check it out. Yes, it's bland and racing games just like it are 10 a penny on the PS2, but the license is why I'm talking about it, and very probably the main reason you're watching. True, it won't impress either graphically or gameplay wise, but it's not the worst. That title will always belong to Miami Vice. But it was fun, dukes of hazarding my way through the levels, chasing helicopters, and even stealthing my way across rooftops like an all-wheel drive bloody cat. And as TV tie-in games go, it does capture the cheesy 80s vibe quite well, although my biggest gripe had to be after slogging through the entire game, beating my doppelganger and watching car sink to a watery grave. You're given a quick "tar very much" and dumped onto the menu screen. No ending to speak of, no outro, no watching David, It's No Hassle Hoff and KITT drive off into the sunset. So as I wrap up proceedings, I should mention that Knight Rider 2 was indeed released a few years later in 2004, which was also, suspiciously, European exclusive. But from what I can gather, no great leaps were made in style or substance, and looks pretty much like more of the same. So my name's Gray, you've been watching Consoletronix. Lots more videos coming your way soon, so look forward to it. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all the usual. So that's it, thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, goodbye.